A very good afternoon to one and all present here. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. With this thought in mind, we gather here to celebrate the pursuit of knowledge, the power of education, and the beginning of an incredible journey for these talented individuals. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty members and distinguished guests, a very warm and a heartfelt welcome to the inauguration ceremony of the batch 2023-25 for the postgraduate program at Institute of Health Management Research, Bangalore.
It's an honor to welcome this beautiful audience that is gathered here. Today's inauguration ceremony is a testament of the deep love and admiration that we have for our new students. As you embark on this new chapter, remember that you're not alone. You are surrounded by a community of passionate educators, mentors, and fellow students who are always there to support and guide you along the way. I, Dr. Shivani, along with my co-host Dr. Chaitanya, once again welcomes you all to this exciting world of higher education on behalf of the entire IIHMR family.
On this note, let's begin the day with the blessings of Almighty. I would like to request all the dignitaries, Chief Guest, Special Secretary in the Department of Secondary Education and In Charge Relief Commissioner, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Naveen Kumar IAS, Guest of Honor, Group CHRO, Care Hospitals, Hyderabad, Mr. Mayank Rautela, Professor and Director, IHMR Bangalore, Dr. Usha Manjunath,
Associate Professor and Associate Dean Academics, Dr. Kirti Uday, Associate Professor and Associate Dean Training, Mr. Piyush Kumar, and Associate Professor and Associate Dean Research and Publication, Dr. Salla R, to come forward for the lamp lighting ceremony. I would request you all to please join us.
शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धि विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा
Thank you to all the respected dignitaries. Now, I would request Professor and Director IHMR Bangalore, Dr. Usha Manjunath, to present a token of gratitude to our esteemed Chief Guest, Mr. Naveen Kumar, IAS, Special Secretary, Government of Uttar Pradesh. Please, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Next, I would request Associate Professor and Associate Dean Academics, Dr. Kirti Uday, to present the token of respect to our guest of honor, Mr. Mayank Rautela, Group CHRO, Care Hospitals, Hyderabad. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would request Associate Professor and Associate Dean Training, Mr. Mr. Piyush Kumar to present a token of gratitude to Professor and Director IHMR Bangalore, Dr. Usha Manjunath. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Moving ahead, I would now like to introduce Associate Professor and Associate Dean Academics, IHMR Bangalore, Dr. Kirti Uday. She has completed her doctorate in management and post-graduation in hospital and health management, having more than 16 years of experience in the healthcare industry and academics. She has also worked with key organizations like Kokilaben Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital, Max Healthcare and Fortis Healthcare. Before joining IHMR, she has also worked with Fortis Healthcare as Head of Marketing. I take this opportunity to invite ma'am onto the dais to deliver the welcome address.
Am I audible? Good afternoon, everyone. Thus, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, dear newcomers, to this vibrant time. A journey awaits. It's your moment to shine. With hearts filled with passion, together you all will grow. Let's embrace the challenges. Let your spirits flow. Each step you take, let your dreams be your guide. In this newly joined batch, let your talent reside. From different backgrounds, you gather as one. United by ambition, let's the learning begin. A warm welcome to one and all present here, distinguished team guests, faculty members, and parents, and dear newly joined students of IIHMR Bangalore. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I extend a warm welcome to each one of you. A big round of applause for all of you who are present here today. It's a great honor for me to pronounce that today we are joined by Mr. Naveen Kumar, IAS Special Secretary, Government of Uttar Pradesh. We are grateful to him for accepting our invitation and blessing us with his presence today. Welcome, sir. I would like to welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Mayank Rotela, Group CHRO at CARE Hospital. Thank you, sir, for gracious presence today to bless our student. Welcome, sir. Last but not the least, I would like to take the pleasure to welcome our Professor and Director, IIHMR Bangalore, Dr. Usha Manjunath, a source of inspiration, empowerment, and encouragement for all of us. Welcome, ma'am. Dear student, I would like to share a few thoughts of mine with all of you as you are going to begin a new journey with us. You are now a part of our PGDM program, a journey that holds immense promise and potential for your professional and personal growth. You have chosen a path that demands dedication, perseverance, and a thirst for knowledge. The field of management is dynamic and ever evolving, and it requires individuals who are not only champion at managing complexity, but also possess the vision to lead with integrity and empathy. As you embark on this transformative journey, I encourage you to embrace every opportunity that comes your way. The PGDM program will provide you with a robust curriculum, expert faculty, and a vibrant learning environment. Seize the chance to broaden your horizons, challenge your assumptions, and develop the skills necessary to navigate the complexities of the business world of healthcare industry. In this diverse and inclusive community, you will have the privilege of learning from your peers who come from various backgrounds and bring a wealth of experiences to the table. Engage in meaningful discussions and build lasting relationships that will not only enrich your PGDM experience, but also serve as a valuable network throughout your professional lives. Remember that learning extends beyond the confines of the classroom. I will repeat, remember that learning extends beyond the limitations of the classroom. Take advantages of the numerous extracurricular and co-curricular activities, conferences, and industry events that our institute offers. These opportunities will enable you to apply your theoretical knowledge in practical settings, develop critical thinking skills, and gauge a holistic understanding of business principles. But beyond the academics, I urge you to embrace the value that underpin our institution, and that is integrity and ethical conduct. We are at the core of our educational philosophy, and we strongly believe in ethical conduct. As a future business leader, it is your duty to leverage your knowledge and skills to make a positive impact on society. Strive for success, but let it be tempered by a sense of purpose and compassion. The road ahead may not always be smooth and challenges. In fact, tough time ahead. Will undoubtedly tough time ahead, but this will give you a lot of chance to grow, to learn, and empower yourself. But I have every confidence that you possess the resilience and determination to overcome the challenges. Remember that failure is not a setback, but it is a kind of stepping stone towards growth and improvement. Embrace setbacks as learning opportunities and let them fuel your determination to succeed. In closing, I extend my heartfelt congratulations on your admission to this esteemed institution. Cherish the knowledge you gain, the friendship you form, and the memories what you will create. The journey you embark upon today will shape the course of your future. Embrace it with open heart, open minds, and unwavering commitment. Once again, welcome to IIHMR Bangalore and to the incredible possibilities that lie ahead. May your time be transformative, empowering, and filled with achievements that surpass your highest and wildest dreams. So warm welcome to once again to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for introducing our newcomers to this journey and raising up their spirits. Next, it is my distinct honor to introduce you to the visionary person who guides and inspires the institution's academic pursuits and initiatives, a dynamic and passionate leader with keen interest in behavioral science, management, and entrepreneurship, Professor and Director, IIHMR Bangalore, Dr. Usha Manjunath. With over 20 years of experience as management faculty, ma'am has a unique experience in allied health, disability, communication, entrepreneurship, general and health system management, research and academics. Besides publishing various articles in national and international journals, she has also published a book on total quality services in healthcare and has been awarded the prestigious Bharat Ratna Indira Gandhi Gold Medal Award. We are proud to be a part of this entity led by Dr. Usha Manjunath and take pride in its progress. I take extreme pleasure in welcoming you, ma'am. I request you to join us and address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, and then thank you for being here. On behalf of IIHMR Bangalore, the Governing Board and Management Board, I welcome you to this inauguration ceremony of PGDM Hospital and Health Management Batch 2325. We are honored that Mr. Naveen Kumarji, IAS Special Secretary, Government of Uttar Pradesh, has accepted our invitation to be the chief guest. Many of the students, the new batch, and including me, we already heard a lot, and there was so much to learn within that 1 hour that we listened to you, and thank you very much. And hearty welcome for this program, and I think this is a great honor that you were able to address to them and share your experiences of the health sector. I extend our warm welcome to guest of honor, Mr. Mayank Rutela, Group CHRO, Care Hospitals, Hyderabad. Your presence and address to our students further and to us all would be very special today. Today is a day of celebration for our institution to honor our history, traditions, while glimpsing at the future with confidence and hope. Every year, we look forward to this special day when we have new group of students, and it's always wonderful because every batch brings in new hopes, new different ideas, and then that makes us all feel younger working with youngsters here. It is also a day of reflection about the great leaders and traditions that have brought us to this point. Today, we begin a new chapter, and I have the singular privilege of becoming part of IHMR history while forging a path for our future. Now is the time to welcome the new batch students. Dreams in your eyes, hopes in your heart, and eager to be part of IHMR family. Welcome. Thank you for choosing IHMR Bangalore. We are very grateful for the family members present here to have put their trust in our capability in shaping the careers of their sons, daughters, and many times spouses. So let me take a couple of minutes to introduce IHMR Bangalore very briefly, to really look back as to what our growth has been and how we have come up. Way back in 1984, IHMR Jaipur Society started in Jaipur mainly as a research institute and named as Indian Institute of Health Management Research. In around 1997, having done a lot of research work in the health system, strengthening the health system, looking at the capacities, they thought it was the most important thing for India was to train capacities for management cadre so that we will be able to do much better with the limited resources that we have. And I think it was one of the exciting things, very pioneering ones that has happened. And for us in Bangalore, 2004 was a special year that they moved to Bangalore to have another branch here as a part of South Indian unit here. So this building that we're all sitting here started way back in 2009. So we have our own campus, and from 2010 onwards, we have a standard program of PGDM, which is a full-time 2-year program. So we started off with hospital and health management at that time. We had 2 specializations. Further, looking at the growth and the industry needs, we moved ahead and also started another specialization called Health IT specialization. 2 years back, we saw that South India, especially Hyderabad, Bangalore, and then move up a little bit, then you have Pune. So we are all, home to pharmaceutical sector. So we thought this was also a very important part of the health ecosystem, and so we have pharmaceutical management also as a specialization. Having seen the growth, and 2 years back, earlier we were, AACT approved in 2010, we had 1 batch of 60 students, and 2 years, or in 2020, we started with an additional batch, and so we have 120 students now for each batch of the PGDM program. So that's our flagship program, and I'm sure all the students seated here would have explored, would have questioned, would have understood through the admission process that you have gone through as to what you can do, how you can really learn and develop. Another important vertical that we have, which is also in terms of the research projects that we do. So we have worked a lot in areas of health system strengthening, policy, maternal and child health, a lot of impact studies, baseline studies. We have worked with the government of Karnataka, various state governments, as well as ICMR, and a whole lot of international agencies like WHO, UNICEF, and so on, to really look at how to improve the health system and how to really make health care accessible to various people. So just to kind of see, last year during COVID, we also worked in 31 districts of Karnataka for, as technical partners to Government of Karnataka for COVID appropriate behaviors funded by UNICEF. And all that happened was in terms of really looking at vaccines, COVID-appropriate behaviors, and then moved on to COVID-sensitive areas. We also worked in ICMR, in particular district of Tumkur, where we looked at the health and wellness centers, the access to NCD programs, and so on. So we continuously work and take up a number of research projects and work. And it's not only for Karnataka that we have worked. Almost we have worked in UP, we have worked in Bihar, we have worked in Chhattisgarh, we have worked in Jharkhand, Maharashtra. So many areas where we kind of write for grants and proposals and work in that. So that's a very important vertical, and it really helps all of us as faculty and research team to put this back into our educational programs and really develop various aspects and train our students much better to be able to work in the field. The other is training. As we all understand, learning never ends. Just when we were listening to Naveen ji in the morning, he was saying, another 5 years down the line, now you are in a new program, but probably you will require to hone your skills further, so you will have to probably do more education. So lifelong learning will continue. So based on that, we have another vertical for training, which is a very important one, called Center for Learning and Development, where we have various kinds of programs, short-term programs, management development programs, certification ones, looking at the needs of the health sector, where people are already maybe working or planning to go and expand their knowledge and skills to really work. So these are some of the very important 3 verticals that we have. And looking at how health systems or the healthcare delivery started adopting the technological aspects. And here, being in Bangalore, the IT or the health IT became a very important one. And now, whether from the central government, looking at the technological advancements that is happening, we felt a very strong need to come up with a center called ADMIRE, which is Advancing Digital Health, in terms of innovation, research, education. So we have started that about 1.5 years back with very special people, Professor Shadgopan sir, the past director of IIITB, and Dr. Kedar sir, who is former IAS officer, DG ESIC hospitals, and so we are led by a special team of people as mentoring us to really come up with the center to look at the digital health advancements, how we can really harness that, how we can contribute to it, how we can prepare youngsters to really go work in the field and enable everyone to really take up the health IT aspects. So these are our major verticals that we have. So you have a lot of opportunities to really develop yourself. In the first year, you will all really look at, what do I want to do, which specialization I want to take. So there is a lot of, the program provides you with, very much hands-on training. In fact, just Naveen ji was saying, maybe we should be sending them, all of you, to, in small groups to hospital every week. So we probably will continue to, look at and tweak our program to see, how to really develop all of you, how to really support and ensure that you have the skills, abilities to really match the industry needs and be able to really produce and do the good work that we all need in India. So now it's time to get to know the batch a bit more. I'm asking you a very strange question. How many of you among the audience in the hall are born at home? Okay, I see one hand. All right. Strange question. I was born at home. So what all of you, just in a hall of about 150 people, just 2 of us are born at home. And okay, all right. So, yeah, 3 of us are born at home. So if we really see, why am I asking that question? As healthcare delivery happens, as we look at how to really provide healthcare, how to really improve people's survival, improve people's functionality, improve people's health, and now maybe about well-being. What we looked at was, for India, what was very important was to look at institutional deliveries. So majority of us now, whoever is going to be born, are going to be born in an institution. But that is the standard that we have now. But if you look at the developed countries, now they're also going back and saying the birth should happen at home, it's more natural. So they're already changing their way of doing things. Why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because maybe 10 years from now, you would be doing very different things than 2 years when you pass out from here. So probably we will also start thinking, maybe now we know, everybody has the knowledge, we know how to really take care of ourselves, we know how to take care of the pregnant women at home, we know how to really have minimal help and then have the delivery at home because it's natural, it's the most natural thing that could happen, right? So this is how the healthcare is constantly going to change. You will be part of that innovation that you will go ahead. 50% of the people of India are young now. Another 20 years, all right, maybe I'm on the other side already. So we are going to have a swell, and therefore, from now on itself, you will start looking at how do we provide for the people who are going to live longer. If you really see, in 1947, people lived less than 40 years, the average age. But now we are all living to 70. Probably we are going to live 80, 90, 100. So we have to really look at, and as age goes by, we will definitely get sicker, maybe, right? So at one end, we are looking at the wellness component for the youngsters. Can we prevent healthcare? Because healthcare is going to be costly. So a lot of those changes are what you will be really debating, learning, and you are going to be the major change champions. So I'm very happy, proud that we have very young people to really guide you, kind of kickstart your journey, starting from HMR, and then this is, really going to be a great opportunity for all of us to really have, people to kind of give you that kind of a kickstart and an energy boost. And so we are very happy to have very young people with you to be talking to you. So once again, you have chosen the right institute, the great place, and we have faculty from, multidisciplinary this one. We have programs which are, very well managed, as well as constantly the curriculum is looked at and how to really develop you, shape you, really give you a holistic kind of a development is all really taken care of by a number of experts, industry people. So we have a very good, robust mechanisms and systems to really do it. And I'm very happy as I stand here to welcome you all. Another part that all of you probably will be is there is one part of your professional learning and the things that you do. In addition to it, there is a certain part of you which has maybe a talent, an interest, and Bangalore offers a number of opportunities for you to really explore. Whether Karnataka is, very good having in terms of a number of things you want to explore in tourism, or whether Bangalore has music, theater, a young, electronic city. Which is, bustling with energy and young people. So there is a lot of opportunity for you to grow, personally, professionally, and a lot of, the healthcare is very robust in Bangalore. So you have a lot of opportunities to learn, as well as, develop your own other talents and grow holistically. Because that's what is very, very important as you grow. You're very young now, another 2-3 years, you will be exposed and you start working, and then, you want to start looking at, my first job has to be, very good, big salary, but then you start looking at your professional growth, and you will continue to really, learn more and develop yourself, and each one of you will be stars in your own way. And that's one of the things that as a teacher that I have been working for more than now 20, 25 years, what I have seen is 2 years or 3 years of the work that we train you or teach you, another year you go back to the industry and you come back and tell me things that I wouldn't know. And that is something that's very, very important for us to constantly really be in touch with you. We have a very active and a robust alumni network too. So you have a lot of opportunities to grow. And welcome once again to IHMR family for happy days, happy learning, and to really be a part of the family and, set a map for your own career and move ahead. Best wishes to all of you. And, we will, of course, start the class and start boring you. But I think today we have a lot of different people to really be talking to you. And thank you once again. Welcome to IHMR family. And a big round of applause for everyone who has joined. May you all, your wishes and dreams become a reality. And we wish you the best. Thank you once again, Naveen ji and Mayank ji. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It is always a delight to listen to you. We feel proud to be part of such a prestigious institution which makes such immense contributions to the field of healthcare. Now, it is with great honor and utmost pleasure I would like to introduce you all to our chief guest, Mr. Naveen Kumar IAS. Shri G.S. Naveen Kumar is an Indian Administrative Service Officer currently serving as a Special Secretary and Relief Commissioner to the Government of Uttar Pradesh. He has a strong background in public administration and a deep commitment to improving healthcare and education systems in India. Mr. Naveen Kumar holds a Bachelor of Engineering degree in Electrical, Electronics and Communications Engineering from the University of Madras. He worked as a central government service officer for 3 years before joining the government of Uttar Pradesh as a special secretary. During his tenure with the government of Uttar Pradesh, he held various positions as district magistrate and collector, special secretary to the chief minister, special secretary IT and electronics, and the founding managing director of Uttar Pradesh Medical Supplies Corporation. He was instrumental in establishing India's largest pharmaceutical and medical equipment procurement and supply agency. Shri Naveen Kumar also served in Andhra Pradesh as founding director of Gram or Ward Volunteer and Village or Ward Secretariat System flagship program of Government of Andhra Pradesh and managing director Vision for Elimination of Poverty in Municipal Areas and Special Secretary Medical and Health Department. As Special Secretary Medical and Health Department, he was instrumental in digitalizing the government health facilities and comprehensive cancer care in partnership with HCG Center for Academic Research in Andhra Pradesh. Naveen Kumar is also known for his leadership skills, public speaking ability and expertise in social media management. He has received endorsements from colleagues and connections for his exceptional work in these areas. He is the recipient of prestigious SKOCH Award, Vertical Warrior Award from DataQuest magazine, Best Conducive Startup Policy for Digital Startup, BW Digital India Summit, and a part of planting 50 million trees in 24 hours, which is Guinness Book of World Records. As we gather here today, we are privileged to have the opportunity to learn from the wisdom and experience of such an inspiring and passionate leader. We welcome you, sir, and I would request you to kindly address a few words of motivation to our new batch.
Thank you, Usha ma'am, and Katie ma'am. I think probably I told her when I was called for this program, I told her I can do last minute cancellation. She told me the deal was that I should tell her 48 hours before. So the point was I was actually transferred. I think within 24 hours I had to go and join a new job and then report. And back to your question, I was thinking of a joke. I was born in Homs, I always tease my brother that he was changed in hospital. So it's safe to be born in hospital, home. Yeah. So coming back to this question, I think most of you have heard me already. So what is that you're going to do, right? So we talk about hospital and health management. I'm telling you, you will not do any of this. If you ask me what is my job, I'm an HR manager. I think I have a person who's going to talk after me. I've seen a little bit of what is going to talk, so I'll also not drop into what he's going to talk. You will be doing people management most of your time. The only skill set I think you should be able to, if you want to grow, I think we also spoke about what makes you a good leader, right? So it's more important, you have to be a very good people's guy or people's person or people's. So that's one thing which, I don't know, there are people who have suffered, who are talented, who have suffered because they're not a good people's guy. When you go to the top management, you will be only managing people. There is nothing other than that. Not missions, not anything. You will be only managing people. How do you manage? So I think he is going to talk about constant learning. I think she spoke about it, you spoke about it. We learn. When we talk about learning, there are three important parts of a learning. Learning itself, unlearning. I think that's the most important part which we don't do. I'll also, probably I'm very fond of lecturing, I'll give a part of it. And relearning. So I used to be MD of, the reason I was picked up for this corporation is they wanted some guy. So normally an IAS officer don't run corporations. It's an exclusive, we spoke about CEO thing, right? We spoke about it. So normally as an IAS officer in SDM, you become a collector, district magistrate, or in a secretariat service. Luckily for me, I was made the MD of UP Electronic Corporations, way back, long back. So one of the things which I did is I went to an audit course in the National Academy for Audit in Shimla. So I learned that they taught me that you have to read all your auditing papers and all. So we were doing RFE, so I came back and asked questions. So there was ENY was our consultant, so we asked questions and they were able to answer me questions. So the guy told me, sir, you are the first IAS officer to ask me so many questions. So you need to ask questions. You will not understand. If you think that you understand, you will not ask. The second part is, this happened 4-5 years after I was MD. So I was I think probably I'm one of those very few IAS officers who has been MD for a long time. I ran an electronic corporation for a long time. If you come to Lucknow, you'll see an SCL IT city. I call it my baby because that was the first job which I did in the Lucknow. So since I was MD myself, they thought this guy would run a corporation very easily. But that is not the case. So the procurement in electronics is very different when I think we lectured you, right? I lectured you before you came here. So the procurement we do in electronics is very different. Usme kuch nahi hota. You buy it, there is a pre-inspection which happens, you procure it and supply it. That's all. But that's not how your medicines will work. There's a system. You have to create batches. There are batches of medicine which comes to you. You pick samples out of it. You send it to a NABH accredited organization, get it checked. So there is a huge prototype happens. So what happens is that if you do not learn, I think that's what is going to happen. In fact, I remember Dr. Devi Shetty, I don't think I can quote him, but I'll also explain this. When he was lecturing us how we build digital health systems, or Viren Shetty was telling us, things which happened in Narayana Hrudayalaya, Bangalore was easy, but the same thing could not be replicated in Shimoga. But it could be easily replicated in Gurgaon. So you'll also go through this cultural differences. Remember this one, it's not one flat place. You might have worked in an organization, you had been the rock star of that organization, you'll come back, you don't start as a rock star at all. You'll start from the day, you'll start as a scratch. The only way you prove yourself again and time and again and again, I think that's the question, you should be ready. In fact, when I was posted back in UP, I was there for some time and then I was posted in Andhra Pradesh. So I had all that, they have this saying that reputation precedes you and all. It will precede you and all. But the day you join, you're as good as a new employee there. Remember this one. When you change organization, most of you would have seen, I think the seniors who are sitting there, they know it. You start from that, nothing comes with you as a baggage. You would start, so that's the only thing which will keep you going, I think is also going to talk about it. The learning. And I think she also spoke about passion and purpose, tempered with passion and purpose, right? So if you ask me why do I sleep properly at the end of the day, I don't get a good salary, great salary. I think you must be earning more than me, right? But at the end of the day, purpose serves me, right? When I go back, I knew that I did something very well for this country. That's a job, I'm in that job, right? So that's the purpose you need. At the end of the day, you're an hospital manager. At the end of the day, were you able to make sure that that particular family had good treatment done? Were they aware of their rights? Were they able to, attain the best treatment possible? These are the questions you should ask. It's not about what they teach you here. What gets you a good sleep is this. At the end of the day, are you able to make sure that this particular person or that particular person was able to get good treatment at your premises? That's the only question you'll be asking every single day. I think that solves all your questions, for which it's not that easy, right? It's not, you have seen, you need to make improvements every single day. There is this great book which I like, Atomic Habits. You do 0.01 to the power of 365. You change 37 times. You change 37 times. You need to take that small incremental change in you. If you want to run, it's not that you get up in the morning and run. Getting up is important. Wearing that shoe is important. So you change, you make that atomic changes. Most of us, I think most of us, you would be there. You will question it. But you will be surprised that you are a victim of your own habits. How many of you have changed your habits? You would have been telling the story. If you read Eric Berne and all behavioral science, you are a victim of your own habits. You'll read it. It looks nice also. When you read it, you'll feel very nice that you're a victim. But it is actually true. It's your habits which forms or makes you. After a point, you'll start justifying, I'm like this only, I can't change. I can't listen. Listening is very important. In fact, I remember, I can't listen. Basic. The way we are made, I think there are a couple of doctors here, they know. My brain works faster than my hearing. So before I could, that's why they use this word called active listening. Are you able to listen to what he's actually telling? You try and see, watch out. So in UPSC exam, they have this very, there is a question they ask, it's a long question. It's a really long question. I remember that was my last question when I went to interview. It's a long question. They are, making sure whether you can listen. It's a very long, answer was very simple. I'll tell you the answer also. So this guy asked me, this Jesus Christ, said, no, some question. Do you think this will happen, that will happen? All this long, 2-3 minutes question. The moment you interrupt and answer the question, you have failed. That's the last question for me. It was a simple question. I had to answer. Instead of giving a man a fish, teach him how to fish. That was my answer. But you need to do that active listening. And you will see, I think when somebody comes and gives you a complaint, in fact, you will face it. There are people, when you are in a clinical facility or any facility, they will come and tell you, this did not happen. But you will not listen to that person. No, our procedures are very good. We don't do anything bad. This is the best in the country. You will not even listen. Remember this one. You are going to do this. You write it down today. You will going to answer this question. The person who doesn't answer this way is going to be the successful leader there. With these remarks, I conclude my. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us a glance of the practical world and enumerating the skill set and the type of approach we would need to bridge the gap between our dreams and reality. Thank you once again, sir. Now, I would like to invite our guest of honor for the evening, Mr. Mayank Rautela, Group Chief Human Resource Officer of K Hospitals, Hyderabad. He has a diverse experience in leading the people function of K Hospitals across various locations within India, while engaging with over 8,000 associates, including leading clinicians. He holds a post-graduation degree in human resources and a master's degree in labor laws and labor welfare. With his core expertise in heading human resource in the European emerging markets and the Middle East, he leads organization change management and human transformation. Mr. Mayank has worked in multiple sectors including finance, healthcare, medical, technology, and hospitality. As a part of a human resource team, he has been previously associated with brands like the Tata Group, Becton Dickinson, and Taj Hotels Resorts and Palaces. We welcome you, sir, and request you to please join us and enlighten.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How many of you are sleepy? Huh? Raise your hands if you are sleepy. You can't be falling asleep on the first day of your inauguration ceremony of your course. So coincidentally, today is also the Doctor's Day. And so for the doctors in the room, a very happy Doctor's Day to all of you. And almost all of you in this room are going to work with doctors, so don't forget this day, 1st of July. And much later, after I had accepted the invitation from the institute, I realized that I should have been in Hyderabad today because we are celebrating Doctors' Day across all our hospitals. But I'm not an IS officer, so I didn't have a choice to decline in the last minute. So I stuck to my word, and I'm happy to be here. I think we are before schedule. Very few sessions like this you are before schedule, so I have more than an hour to talk, but I won't talk for more than 10 minutes, so don't worry. Okay. So I thought, how many of you are parents here of students who are joining? Great, sir. Oh, quite a few of you. So although Usha ma'am told that I look young, but I'm not that young, fortunately or unfortunately. A couple of weeks from now, I'll be sitting there because my daughter is starting her graduation course in the institute that I passed out 26 years back. So the life goes a full circle. So I'll be sitting there and listening to someone giving gyan, so I don't want to give too much gyan. Okay? But probably I'll take a couple of minutes to share my career journey with you, because many of you, rather most of you, will work in the corporate world. We are not as bright as you, Naveen, to crack the IAS exam, so we will be slogging, as of course all of you also slog. It's a different world, it's a different beast to manage. So I thought maybe I'll take 5 minutes or 3 minutes to give you some tips on how you can manage the corporate jobs. Yeah. The first is that so you have started a course in healthcare management. Many of you would be doctors or have done something similar in your previous education. So when I was in 12th standard, my dad was in the army, so I had no other career option, absolutely no, zero. I had no option but to join the army. I didn't want to do anything else, even if it paid 10 times the salary. So for whatever reasons, I could not join the army. So then what to do? So that time, there were not many career options. So I enrolled into an MBA program. I wanted to do MBA in marketing because that's what we believed you'll become a CEO one day. But my professors felt I was better inclined to do a job in HR. So I started off in HR. Although I've worked in several industries, but fortunately, I've not changed too many jobs. So this is in 99. So in 24 years of my career, this is my 4th job. Yeah, so that is the first message I want to give you guys, that stick on, hold on to what you do. Yeah. So for example, I started my career with the Piramal Group. I started in their manufacturing pharmaceutical company. I moved on to their retail business. Post that, I was for a very, very long time, more than 10 years with the Tata Group. I worked in their hotel business, which is Taj. And then I was with their automobile business, which is Tata Motors. So stick on to good organizations, choose your first job properly, and you'll continue to grow. Okay, so that's my first message to you. The second is that these 2 years are going to be very, very crucial. Okay? I don't know how many of you have boyfriends or girlfriends. Yeah, they say your first love you will never forget in your life. So this particular course will stay with you for the rest of your life, whether you like it or not. If you still have a choice, back out of this course if you don't believe in this course. I'm being frank with you. If you want to do something else, if your parents have pushed you to do this, you'll get a great job, you'll work in hospitals, but you feel like working in airlines. Yeah, so this is not the job for you. Back out, you'll lose a couple of lakhs, it's fine. Okay, so please do what you like because you're going to probably do it for the next 25, 30 years. Okay, when I started my career, and on the first day of my job, Mr. Ajay Piramal, one of the leading industrialists in the country, he was standing like this and addressing us, and he said, 20 years from now, which is now for me, 20, 25 years from when I started, he said, everyone in this room must and should have at least 2 careers going parallelly. Okay, you will not be able to say, I am the HR head of care, and so I'm a great guy, and nothing will work. So there is something in parallel that I must have. Either I must be great with the stock market, or I should be a fitness enthusiast, or I should play some music, or I should have a retiral home in my hometown up in the hills where I will go to start a resort. Because financially, emotionally, and socially, one job will not sustain you. You'll get bored of that job. Yeah, and like Naveen very rightly said, whatever you learn here, very less of that you're going to actually apply in your jobs. So think of what else is that you are good at other than what you have chosen as a career. You could be a sports person, you could get into fitness counseling, you could be a musician, you could start a business on your own, your dad may have a business, you may want to keep an eye on that business and not let that fizzle out. So keep those options open with you. Another very important thing in the corporate world, which has worked for me and for most of us, is networking. It's all about networking. Okay, today, if I don't know what Apollo Hospitals does in HR or in other areas, then I have no job. If I don't know what's happening in other hospitals, what are the latest trends in my area of work, I will fail. Because today I can stand here and talk to you as if I'm the best HR person around, but if I'm in a larger gathering where I'm facing my board of directors, they are far more experienced and sharper than me. So to keep pace with what's happening in the industry, you will have to keep networking, keep connecting. How many of you have a LinkedIn profile? Okay, how many of you have a Facebook profile? Yeah, so please don't be active on Facebook. It won't lead you anywhere. And hopefully none of you has a Bharat Matrimonial account right now. Still time, so hold on, right? So network in your organization, outside your organization, with your alumni, and so on and so forth. And what I think has worked for me is that when it comes to learning and all that is fine, but every day in the morning, you have to get up and go to work. Okay? There will be days in a week or in a month where you will not like it. How many of you think you will work in hospitals? Any hospital? Apollo, Care? Many of them, or they work in some other industry as well? They may, yeah. So many of you will work in hospitals, 6 days working, 8 to 10 hours a day. It's given. So are you ready for that? Think about it. You can still go to airlines and become a pilot. Yeah, some of you can become air hostesses. But that job also looks cozy, but it's not. So no job is easy. But if you enjoy, and like you said, that if you have a purpose, if you have a connect with your job, time will just fly by. Okay? So wake up, and what has worked for me? Okay, so just to give you an example, I used to be the HR head of a large medical technology company called BD, Becton Dickinson, those of you who know. For personal reasons, I decided to make a career shift, and that time COVID struck. When COVID struck, I lost my job. So from being in the top 100 HR guys in the country, didn't have a job. I had no job, I had no income. So for 1 year, 9 months, not 1 year, 9 months, around 9 months, I didn't have a job. So what did I do? So I woke up every day, and like you said, I wore my shoes, I went for a run, I kept my fitness going, and I thank God and I thank my family that I can still survive because of whatever savings I had done in the past. So you will get these very, very sudden shocks in the corporate world. Suddenly you will be called and said, you don't have a job, this is your 1 month salary, don't come from tomorrow, this company is shutting down. So be prepared for that, save from day one. Those of you who don't save, start saving from today. Okay, my son is 12 years old. He has already opened, not his own account, but linked to my account, a mutual fund account. So anytime he gets money, 500 rupees, 300 rupees, yesterday he got 200, he said, I want to put in mutual fund. I said, we need minimum 500, so hold on. Okay, so he's collecting money. He asks me every 15 days how much it is. So please start saving. The power of compounding is tremendous. Even if you save 5,000 a month starting today, you don't know what you will be sitting at the age of 40. Some of you of my age, okay, every time we changed our job, we withdrew the PF, we bought a new car, and whatever savings we had was zero. Okay, none of us, if we don't join a government service, a central government service, will have any pension. We'll have no free medical services, everything we have to do. Okay, so plan your financials very well, medical insurance, mutual fund, savings for your own self, for your marriage, and so on and so forth. Some of you, I'm presuming, would have taken education loan also. So please do that, and keep focus on fitness, keep focus on well-being, not just physical fitness, but also we hear of cases, 40-year-old guy went to the gym and he collapsed, right? So maybe internally the person was not fit enough. So eat well, sleep well, work hard, and Bangalore is a city of pubs, so don't miss out on the pubs. Yeah, so one of the key reasons I came here today is to go to the pub today. So I'm meeting my college friends. We've been friends for 26, 27 years. So that's one of the incentives of coming to Bangalore. So probably if they called me to IMHF Jaipur, I would have politely turned it down. Yeah. So great. So last part of my talk is about the Association of Care Hospitals and IIHMR. We have a long association. Somehow it may have gone little low in the past few years. So we rekindled that association. We hired about 4 or 5 management trainees in 2022. We hired another set of 7 or 8 management trainees in 2023, I think, from Bangalore itself.
Yes, sir. They are pursuing this over internship.
And we have about 8 summer interns also who are with us. So whatever I say is going to reach my 15 hospitals because we have 15 of you working with CARE now. So we have a couple of our hospital heads who are graduates from IHMR. So we look at this as a very long-term association. It's not a matter of coming here for a talk and going. I don't usually address students like this if I am called at random. But because of the association we have developed with IHMR, I thought I must be here. I urge all of you to be in touch with CARE hospitals, because as much as you guys will need jobs and internships and projects, we need good students. It's a mutual association, and we are more than happy to keep hiring from your college, interns, management trainees, project interns, whatever. So we have 15 hospitals across the country in 8 different cities, and we have about 10,000 employees that work for CARE hospitals. Out of these 10,000, we have 1,500 clinicians, 1,500 people who are at least MBBS, and maybe 1,000 of them are super postgraduates and clinicians who are in their field. So we will be more than happy to welcome you in the CARE family as and when the opportunities arise, and so wish you all the best. So my last mantra to you is study hard, but party harder. Yeah, because you have only one life. I don't know if anyone believes in rebirth. We don't know what we will be born next time. So enjoy the most of it, and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving such an important glimpse into what the corporate life would be. And also, I'm sure everyone would love hearing you speak on forever.
That was spectacular. This new batch is full of talent and enthusiasm to express themselves. So prepare yourself for the soul-stirring singing performance.
Let's welcome on stage Mr. Deepan Manna. Get ready to be transported to a realm of pure emotion as he captivates us with his heartfelt rendition of Bollywood acoustic music. Let's give a huge round of applause for him.
This for the vocals, right? It will be little up. This for guitar. Then this will be here. Vocals this side, guitar. Vocals this side. Little down. Down here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Little down. I think it will fall. Look. You have to put a little back. You won't fall, right? No. Thank you. Hello, Chuck. Okay. रब्बा ने तुझको बनाने में कर दी है हुस्न की खाली तिजोरिया दादर की खियाई से लिखी है तूने जाने कितनों की लव स्टोरिया कैसे बताए क्यों तुझको चाहे यारा बता ना पाए बातें दिलों की देखो जो बाकी आके तुझे समझाए तू जाने ना हाँ हाँ तू जाने ना जरा कभी मेरी नजर से खुद को देख भी है चांद पे भी दाग पर ना तुझ में एक भी खुद पे हक मेरा तेरे हवाले कर दिया जिस्म का हर रुआ तेरे हवाले कर दिया तेरा होने लगा हूँ खोने लगा हूँ जब से मिला हूँ तेरा होने लगा हूँ खोने लगा हूँ जब से मिला हूँ तू जाने ना हाँ तू जाने ना थैंक यू एवरीवन
Wow, that was indeed soothing and soul-touching. Last but not the least, get ready for a whirlwind of joy and excitement as we next have an exhilarating group.
Let's welcome on stage Miss Ankita and group to showcase their vibrant energy and joy through a Bollywood dance.
ॐ கிட்டு சிக்கி தவிக்கிது மால டம் டம் மஞ்சள டம் டம் மாத்து அடிக்க மங்கள டம் டம் ஓல டம் டம் ஒதுக்கு டம் டம் ஓங்கி தட்டிக்கும் ஒத்திக டம் டம் மால டம் டம் மஞ்சள டம் டம் மாத்து அடிக்க மங்கள டம் டம் ஓல டம் டம் ஒதுக்கு டம் டம் ஓங்கி தட்டிக்கும் ஒத்திக டம் டம்
कमरिया तेरी हाय रे मेरी जान ले गई ओए बन के बिजुरिया गिरी हाय रे परेशान कर गई ओए करवी कमरिया तेरी हाय रे मेरी जान ले गई ओए बन के बिजुरिया गिरी हाय रे परेशान कर गई ओए गोरी गोरी सुंदरी 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 पिंक तेरी चुनरी 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 दिल पे जो है गुजरी 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 तुझे लिख के बताऊं या गा के सुनाऊं मैं ओ चुमकेश्वरी ओ चुमकेश्वरी हो जो न पास तू तो आती ढंग से सांस नहीं चिड़चिड़ा सा रहता हूँ मैं लगता कुछ भी खास नहीं जब से मरने लगे हैं तुझ पे बचने की कोई आस नहीं मेरी ओ जिंदगी में आई जब से वाइब ही बदल गई घूमता था मैं आवारा लाइफ सी संभल गई दुनिया मेरी डार्क सी में लाइट सी एक जल गई है तेरी बातों में तो कोसा गया मेरी रातों में दिन हो सा गया प्यार कहते जिसको फाइनली वो हो सा गया फाइनली 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 रहा ना पहले से शायद समझ में कुछ न आए बोलो ना क्या किया जाए अब आंखों से नींद है गायब खुश मैं इतना क्यों हूँ तुझको तो बच्चों में क्यों जाने क्या हुआ मुझे तेरे प्यार में चमकू जैसे जुगनू
Thank you. It was a delight to see you all performing. After all these cultural performances, I am sure our new batch is going to continue the IHMR legacy at its best.
Indeed, I'd like to thank all the performers for their beautiful performances. Can we have a huge round of applause for everyone, please? Also, it has been a great honor to conduct this event under the gracious presence of our dignitaries. So, I'd like to request Professor and Director IIHMR Bangalore, Dr. Usha Manjunath, to present a token of respect to our esteemed Chief Guest, Mr. Naveen Kumar, IAS.
request all the faculty members and esteemed dignitaries to please come on dais for a group photograph.
I'll go that side. Chalo, I'll go.
Dr. Amita. Yeah, she's there. You come back. You can go in the back. Is it done? Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
और सर बढ़िया
Of like to reach airport on time.
They're right on time, sir.
So we are noting your time, sir. Considering that. Please, sir. No, no, sir.
Please, sir.
He's from Lucknow, गाड़ी निकल जाएगी.
Thank you, everyone. Moving ahead, I'd like to introduce Mr. Piyush Kumar, Associate Professor and Associate Dean Training, IHMR Bangalore. Mr. Piyush Kumar, in his vast career spanning over 16 years, has gained international experience through various assignments across Middle East, South Asia, and North Africa, making him well-versed in regional and global healthcare. His core expertise is in strategic consulting, hospital projects, operation management, and digital healthcare solutions. He has an experience of managing more than 250 plus research and consulting projects in project management and execution, design thinking, research and data analysis, team mentoring, and motivation. I request you, sir, to please join us on stage and deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. So, एक कहानी खत्म तो दूसरी शुरू हो गई मामू. I think we all have something to learn from Munna Bhai MBBS, being a medical professional, right? From college to graduation and to post-graduation. Many of you would have been waiting for this day, right? And finally, it has also come to an end. Marking us and leaving us for a new beginning for your new journey. With this, I would like to thank you, all the respected dignitaries, all our guests, all our faculty members and staff, dear parents and all dear students for being here with us today. This is a special day for all of the new students embarking you for a new journey of your new professional development. First and foremost, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Naveen Kumar, IAS Special Secretary, Government of Uttar Pradesh, for gracing this occasion with his esteemed presence. Thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledgeable, your valuable insights. They were really, I would say, off the beat for many of us listening to you. Thank you very much. I would also like to express our sincere appreciation to our guest of honor, Mr. Mayank Rotela, Group CHRO at CARE Hospitals. Thank you, sir, for sharing your words of wisdom, for sharing them the practical insights about the healthcare industry, what they are going to do, and where they're going to work. Thank you very much. I want to express our gratitude to our Professor and Director, ma'am, Dr. Usha Manjunath, for providing us with this platform of PGDM and the resources to make this course a very, very successful course for everyone. It's a remarkable and a new course, a different course for the healthcare industry. Ma'am, it's about your unwavering support and belief in the power of education that have made it possible for us to come together and embark on this transformative journey today. So I congratulate once again to all the students to be a part of this program. A heartfelt thank to our respected faculty members and all the mentors who put in a lot of effort in revising the course curriculum, in getting the new strategies on board for teaching you and making you industry ready, and also those who have been working relentlessly for making this event a very successful event today. Thank you all the faculty members, all the staff for this. A special word of appreciation goes to our organizing committee, academic team led by Dr. Kirti Uday, and all the staff who have put in immense effort behind these scenes. I would also like to extend my thanks to all the participants present here today for their active participation. First year students, your eagerness and your cooperation and participation could be well seen today itself, and wish you all the best. Hope to see you more cooperative and more participative in all the activities, because that's going to set a new paradigm for you. Thank you very much. So as we conclude this inaugural ceremony, let us carry the inspiration and motivation we have gained today from our esteemed chief guest and esteemed guest of honor. Let's strive to make the most of this opportunity and emerge as well-rounded individuals equipped with the skills and knowledge to make a positive impact on society and in the entire world. Thank you, everyone. And I think that's the marking of a new journey for all of you. So let it begin. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That was a very insightful and fun event today, and I feel proud to welcome our incoming batch of 2023-25 once more. This college life will give you much more than just a degree. Get ready for all the adventure too. Study hard, but don't forget to make new friends. We will always be there to guide you and at times pester you too during this journey.
So just trust the magic of beginnings as you take on this new adventure. No matter how much you hate college in the beginning, you'll miss it when you leave. So make sure that you make the best memories here. This journey will teach you a lot of valuable lessons for life too. So open your mind and get ready to be groomed for the future. Welcome to IHMR Bangalore.
It's been a beautiful and an energetic event indeed. Let's end this day with the national anthem. I request everyone to please stand up.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you to our respected dignitaries, parents, and my lovely juniors. We request you to kindly join us, and I request my dignitaries to mark their presence at IHMR Bangalore by planting a sapling at our garden. I would request you all to join us at the garden area, please.